Hi, I'm Amy Spencer with iHeartRadio, and we are joined by Peach Pit.
Hey, Amy.
Very excited for all of your JUNOs nominations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
How stoked are you that the JUNOs are in your hometown?
So stoked.
Yeah?
Yeah. We definitely, last time we were nominated for a Juno, it was the pandemic. So we all went to Peter's house and went on Zoom and kind of got to experience it online. So for it to be in Vancouver and get to go to it just like a 15-minute drive from our houses is super sweet.
Amazing. Do you have any plans for like after the show that you're going to do? Because it's hometown, you know? Do you go to Peter's
After the
house?
show? What are we doing after the show? Well, we're doing an after party at
Nice.
the Commodore, and we're going to play our smash hit. It's called Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Wait, I
You may
love
have heard
that
of
one.
it. Yeah. So we're going to go to this like after party thing, cover that song. It'll be cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're also preparing to go on tour.
We're doing a big tour, yeah.
Yeah. It's a huge tour. Like, you guys are going to be gone for quite a long time, right?
Yeah, we're gone for like 5 weeks over in Europe. It's probably, like our longest one.
How do you
But-
prepare to go away for like that long?
What do you do? What do you guys do for preparing for tour?
Oh, we're getting sleeping pills for the plane. That's a big one. I think just kind of checking off the to-do list at home. And honestly, once we're away and on the road, it's so much fun touring together, and we have a great time.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of like getting the pack down and getting everything you need to do at home sorted.
Yeah, my problem is that I always bring like every single option of clothing on tour, like 5-6 pairs of shoes, like way too much stuff. And every time I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna bring everything, and then I bring everything.
bring
with me.
everything.
Yeah, you gotta have your options, you know. You gotta look cute.
Do you do the thing where you like, okay, I'm going to pack 65 pairs of underwear?
We do that.
I
That
do
is
that,
important.
yeah.
That's actually practical though. We have a million underwears and socks. Yeah, for sure. So you got always
Amazing.
freshies.
Is there anything that you miss from Vancouver when you're out on tour?
What do you miss? Do you guys miss anything? Our girlfriends and wives, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe, maybe. It's pretty fun on tour, you know? What do you miss from Vancouver?
Yeah, I guess just my wife and my pets, you know?
Yeah.
But
the sushi is
the sushi is, it's true. The sushi and the ramen, we do have amazing, yeah. But there's such amazing food everywhere that we go on tour, so I'm never really missing food, you know? Yeah. What about you, Mike?
This rainy weather, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Really miss the rain, yeah.
So hydrating.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place that you guys have gone on tour for food and you've eaten somewhere? Like, where's the best foodie city?
Honestly, Australia. For me, yeah.
yeah.
And specifically Melbourne is like just an incredible city for food. Everywhere you go is
Yeah.
like a 5-star restaurant. Like every other window is just like an amazing restaurant. So yeah, I think that takes the cake for me. I don't know. But is there anything
Well,
else?
I was going to say, like, one that sticks out in my mind is the first time we went to Europe on tour, and we were in northern Spain. No, I was going to say we were in San Sebastian in Spain, and then it was like breakfast time, and Chris and I were like, yeah, we're going to go find like a little tapas bar, like in an alleyway. We'll drink some wine, we'll have some nice tapas. And we went and seeked out this place that had awesome tapas. Probably one of like the most like amazing meals we've ever had.
Oh yeah, it was very memorable, and yeah, white wine at 11 a.m. And Peter and Mikey had been like, yeah, we're gonna go get like normal food, and then had taken off. We had the best meal of our lives, and met up with them half an hour later, and they were just like holding McDonald's and eating that.
Okay, and now to touch on that, we won't go on this for too long, but
I love it.
imagine you're hungry and it's morning for breakfast, and you look at the menu of the place, and it's all like anchovies on crackers.
Would you come with us
Me-
for breakfast?
Well, here's the thing. You've already sold it. It's the best meal of your life.
It was just like, it was
You-
special.
But
You also-
imagine you don't know it's
special.
about to be the best meal, and all you know is it's anchovies for breakfast.
But also
So,
white wine. And you had me there. I was going to be there.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
Spain, have a glass of
Well, you know what? It was amazing. McDonald's
This was the
wasn't
best McDonald's we've ever had.
it? Really good. They had things you've never heard of on that menu. It's amazing.
The McTapas.
Yeah, they did.
Absolutely.
McTapas.
McAnchovies,
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I was looking at your guys' social media, and I have to know, there was a beautiful tattoo that was done. Who was in the G-string?
Oh yeah, that was me in the G-string.
Oh.
And yeah, we made temporary tattoos, and I put Neil gave me a nice tramp stamp right above my G-string. And when my wife saw that video, she was less than pleased. It was
it
her
G-string?
underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now everyone knows she owns underwear that looks like that, but that's okay.
Well, obviously.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Everybody owns underwear that looks like that.
My mom mentioned it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, they actually know. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best part about that was Chris put it on sideways, so it was like he didn't know that like there's a waist side and a leg side, so he was like going through the leg of her underwear.
Yeah, I don't put those underwear on regularly.
You're like, these are so tight, I can't fit these on.
Well, I feel like you guys have really blown up lately. Like, when did you feel like you made it?
I guess like the real answer is when we were, what year was it? 2017 maybe. There was this YouTuber, the Lazy Me. She put our song Peach Pit on her YouTube channel. It got a bunch of views, and like really quickly we went from like just having maybe some people come to our shows in Vancouver to being able to like go on tour and there'd be like 50 or 100 people at our shows. That was like probably the most like made it feeling moment. Other than that, I would say there's lots of like little moments along the way. You know, it's like the last show we played in London. I remember just like stepping out on stage and the crowd was so big and everyone was going crazy. That felt really like, whoa, I can't believe we're here. Maybe Lollapalooza in Chicago, that was insane. Or like playing Bonnaroo the first time we did. We were the first act of the weekend. We were like, oh, we got the first opening slot. Nobody's gonna be there. And then there was nobody else playing at the same time as us. There was like thousands of people. Cool. There's lots of moments along the way. There's not necessarily one moment. This weekend at the JUNOs feels maybe like it's one of the moments, you know? Yeah.
How does it feel to be at the JUNOs, though? I mean, after you've played all of these crazy shows, and especially in a time where Canada is really at the forefront, like, how does it feel to be doing an award show here in Vancouver and in Canada in general?
It feels cool. It's exciting. Yeah, as we said earlier to you off camera, playing Rogers Arena is cool for us. We're big Canucks fans, so just like, I don't know, I was walking backstage earlier and like a door opened and like my favorite player, Niels Höglander, was sitting there.
Ooh.
And then the door instantly slammed and I was like, no. What else is cool about it, guys? I was gonna say like, it's like a bit of a, for me personally, like a bit of like a full circle moment, because on Monday it will be 7 years since I quit drinking, and the last really crazy rager blackout drunk that I had was at the JUNOs last time they were in Vancouver.
Wow.
So it's just I don't know. It was funny. That was like us when we were just young. We got invited to some like open bar party, and then we were drinking dirty martinis, a lot of them.
Congrats, though. That's huge. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I was also going to say, I mean, also just living kind of vicariously through our parents who are like, of course, incredibly stoked and proud, and like seeing how seriously they're taking it. And like, it is special, you know, for us, but it's also really special for them to like watch their boys like, you know, get on stage and do that.
Yeah. That is the best thing, is like older relatives, when you get nominated for a JUNO, it's like, they're like, oh, I guess they're doing pretty good. They're like, yeah, we've been on tour for like 5 years.
Let's talk about the album. How did the album all come together? What was the whole process of it like?
How was the album, Chris?
The album was an interesting exercise because we had just watched the Beatles Peter Jackson doc, and we're like, they wrote in the studio. We should try writing in the studio. And we realized that we can't do that. It's a lot of pressure when you're paying for studio time and trying to put it together. And, you know, once you finish it, you look back and you're like, that was awesome. We made that record. It was great. But the reality is it's stressful getting there. And we were watching back footage we took of us in the studio, and Neil's just like, I don't know if this record's ever going to get done. I don't know if we have it in us. This is super hard. And we're laughing watching it because we came through the other side. But to see that back, it was like, oh, that was a really intense moment. So there was a lot of trials to it, but I think we learned a lot too, and kind of have grown to realize how we need to record better. And I think that was a good way of kind of exploring a new territory for us, realizing maybe it wasn't even the best, and knowing and moving on from it. But in the end, we ended up with a record that we all really love, and all of that stuff was well worth it because, yeah, we've been having a lot of fun playing it and touring it.
Of course. And you have the Magpie expansion pack coming out.
Yeah.
How did you decide to pick those songs that will be on the expansion pack?
Yeah, we just had talked about doing a deluxe and ended up picking, I wanted to do a few different versions. We had this song, Am I Your Girl, on the record that we had written in 2018. That's when Neil first brought it to us. And we had probably recorded it 4 different times and never really liked the recording. So it was cool to finally record it for this record. Felt like we got it right, but then look back at all the other versions and say, like, nothing was really wrong with these. They just weren't the version, but let's throw them on the album, and you can kind of see the journey of how that song changed and morphed over time, because we've got a dance version of it, we've got like a Hawaiian tropical version of it, we've got like a really rough and dirty version of it, but yeah, there's that kind of journey on it, and then cover and some other stuff too.
Yeah, we made a new dance version of it for the deluxe, and we're really hoping that people like it because it's so fun to play. And if people like it, then maybe that'll be like a new version that we'll play on the road. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I feel like you could release just an album, all of just the one song.
Yeah, we
All the
honestly
different
have enough
versions,
versions
yeah.
of it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could. Yeah, totally.
Can we talk about the cover art as well? Like, I didn't even realize that was a painting. And
Yeah.
how did you guys link up and connect with the artist?
Jack Kenna, he's the artist that's kind of his specialty. He does, oil paintings of milk crates. And yeah, I just found Jack on Instagram. I was a fan of his work. And then I pitched it to the guys and our creative director, Lester, to see if they thought it'd be a cool album cover. And we kind of thought it was like, it's kind of like a mishmash or like hodgepodge collection of songs, almost like things that you would carry in like a milk crate, or like have a milk crate on the shelf with like records sitting in it. Just a fan of Jack's work, so that's why we went with the album cover.
Cool. How does your creative director feel about the G-string video?
That was he shot that, so
Amazing.
he felt quite good.
That's so good. Peach, thank you so much for joining us here, and we hope you have the best time at the JUNOs.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.